Guys, gals, and guests, honey. Yes, honey. I hope y'all ready for the ballroom mess, honey. Because, ooh, we got a bit to cover today. I also want to inform y'all real quick that, honey, I have gotten reports. It has came across my desk that there are apparently ballroom entities that are trying to cancel me, honey. They have been causing strikes against my channel. Yes, I see y'all. I have been informed. I have been notified. Yes, I'm not going to spill too much tea on that right now, because not only could things get legal, but I also want to resolve it amicably and privately. I want to do it right. So to those entities, you know who you are. I've reached out, and I hope that we can resolve things. We are of the same community, and if we all love ballroom, we all supposed to be here for the same thing, right? All right, I ain't here to talk your head off, honey. I'm here to get the show started. Now, the last time we talked about the Delcours, the international provocative house of Daniel Delcourt. Last time we talked about them, baby, we was talking about how Lexi had joined their house as their new overall mother, Delcourt. Honey, give me more Delcourt. Baby. We was talking about how Dice was sticking this on. That's a whole nother subject. But baby, we got new tea about the Delcourts now. Now, some of y'all might not have caught this tea because the Bingo Live where I caught this tea has been taken off of YouTube. And I can imagine because, it was a lot of explicit stuff discussed. But basically, Miss Shakirya, Delcourt, ex Delcourt, give me more, send me more. Honey, yes, honey, Shakirya had came out and had spooked the set. Honey, Shakirya had came on Kelly's Live, baby, and started spilling all the Delcourt's tea, honey. All that, yes, the provocative house. It was a lot of provocative tea that was spilled, honey. Shakira started with the hit. They say if you want to take out a snake, you start with the hit. Something like that. They say something like that. But anyway, honey, Shakira got it started with the hair, honey. She had a lot to say about Mr. Overall Father, Jovan Delcourt, honey. Yes, honey, the father. Yes, most outstanding Butch Queen. South Carolina's finest. Yes, yes, honey. Shakira had a lot to say about Jovan, honey. Shakira was spilling all kinds of tea. Shakira made it clear that Jovan wants to have relations with all of his house kids. Yes, honey. Apparently, it's some type of initiation process, honey. In order to be a Delcourt, you have to be willing to have the father. Yes, honey. Our father. Yes, honey. That is taking daddy in the bedroom to a whole different level. I don't like it. I don't like it's a little incestuous for me. Just my opinion on this. But not only did Shakira say that Mr. Jovan wants to have all of his kids, Shakira said that Mr. Jovan wants the kids to carry the babies to the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? He wants to shoot the club up and then he wants you to carry the babies to the ball. Baby, you hear what I'm saying? Yes, whether you walk in the ball or attending the ball, he wants to know that he is a part of you. You know, he wants to know that you have him inside of you as a part of you. You are his child. Child, honey. And that ain't all Shakira had to say about Mr. Jovan. She said he plays top on people's time and he plays top with all the kids and stuff. Child, pray for him, honey. But Shakira says that if you let the overall father have you, then apparently you get special treatment in the house. This is what Shakira said. Look, honey, I didn't make it up. This was Shakira. Shakira said that if the children have with Jovan, then they get special treatment and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they get into the ball for free. I don't know. Maybe he pays for the hotel room. Maybe they share the hotel room with him. I don't know. But yeah, honey, apparently to the panel, this was not a big surprise. When Shakira was on Kelly's panel spilling all the tea, this was apparently not a big surprise to all the children because apparently overall father Jovan has an OnlyFans. Overall father Jovan apparently has an OnlyFans, and this is what Shakirya said. And he likes to show off the meats, all of the meats. You know, like Arby's, he got all the meats. Is what he says. Mm, 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 mm. So you might be wondering, well, Shakirya, how did we get here? Because I know that's what I was wondering when I watched the live. Like, Shakirya, how did we get here, love? How did we get here? How did we get from you, loving your house, being a part of your house, provocative, Daniel Zelcourt, all of the things, all of the things you said, all the things you said, to then throwing the father underneath of the bus? All 4 good years over the father. Well, Shakirya said that she started to get a little hesitant and a little hazy about the overall father because he had a habit of reading the children. Shakirya said that Jovan had read everybody to her, essentially, especially the ones that he seemed to be closest to. And what really got Shakirya tingling is when Jovan started talking about his new overall mother, Lexi. Yes, remember, I was so happy for Lexi joining the Delcours. Honey, I was seeing the vision. I think a lot of y'all was seeing the vision. We was like, yes, sexy Lexi is about to turn the house of Daniel Delcourt. Well, apparently, honey, Shakirya said that Jovan was turning his lips about sexy Lexi. That's what Shakirya said. Say he was turning his lips, calling sexy Lexi all types of cokettes and all types of stuff. Yeah, the here's the cokettes, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, Calcutta. Yes, honey. Pure Colombian. Raw snowfall. Yes, honey. Jovan was saying that, all of the Coca-Cola powdered donuts, all of the things, honey, that apparently this was Sexy Lexi's thing, honey. Now, you know that had been rumored before, and you know that Sexy Lexi has even been honest and admitted to her own, illicit substance use and things like that. So Shakirya said that's what got her spidey senses tingling about Jovan. Felt like she couldn't trust him because if you so hype about having Lexi in your house, and then you turn on her, what's next? Well, apparently what was next was Mr. Jovan, overall father Jovan. Apparently Jovan was next going to turn on one of his closest kids, Osiris. Yep. Shakirya said that, honey, the way Jovan used to read Osiris, talking about Osiris deserved to be chopped for face and this, that, and the third. Thing I don't understand, though. Now, if you feel like a child is supposed to be chopped for face, why do you have them walking face in your house? Jovan. Jovan. I'm talking to you, Jovan. Yeah, you. Why would you have this child walking face in your house if you felt like it wasn't face? That's what Shakirya said. That you don't see Osiris face. Well, honey, baby, this made Osiris pop up on Kelly's live, honey. Yes, Osiris then hopped up on the Kelly's live, honey. They was hooting and hollering, screaming and going back and forth. Him and Shakirya, honey. Jovan wasn't there. Him and Shakirya, honey, was going back and forth, back and forth. Jovan never did pop up. But him and Shakirya back and forth, honey, they was going back and forth, honey. They was tossing it back and forth, honey. Osiris was talking about how Shakirya was broke and can't pay her rent, this, then the third, and Shakirya was doing health reads, talking about Osiris was pies and this, that, and the third, and that he think he better than people, but all he do is sell his cakes and pass around desires and stuff like that, honey. And then Osiris came back and was saying all stuff about Shakira need a BBL, but she's just a broke trans whose tail ain't selling and all kinds of stuff. And then Shakira pumps back and said, well, honey, she ain't got to worry about being broke, honey, because Her rent is paid by HUD. Her rent is paid by HUD all year long, honey. She gets assistance and all of the Medicaid and all of the things. So, Osiris, you need to sit down, is what Shakirya has said. But Kelly made a point, and Osiris and Shakirya going back and forth. Kelly made the point that the common denominator was Jovan. If Shakirya and Osiris really weren't friends and really weren't cool, how did they know so much about each other? It would have had to been Jovan. Shakirya won't trying to hear it at first, but eventually she came around, honey. Osiris, make a long story short, Osiris said that he was leaving the house. Shakirya said that she was leaving the house. Daniel Decor apparently lost two parents. But then, honey, we had the tea about Lexi and the illicit substance. Lexi and her overuse. Lexi and her coquettishness. We're trying to figure out the tea because while we was on the live and the live is no longer available, I'm sure you can understand why. They was explaining all these things explicitly. But while we was on the live, I'm waiting on Jovan to come up. He never did. Wait on Mona Delcourt to come up. She never did. Wait on any of the representatives for the House of Delcourt to come up. They never did. Kelly reaches out to Lexi. She wants to know how Lexi feel. Lexi, is you going to stay in this house? These people saying these horrible things about you. You going to stay in this house? You going to stick around for this, Lexi? Because, honey, if you know Lexi, then you know she got the gift of gab. And you know that she will open her mouth and she will say exactly how she feels. So we want to know how Lexi feels. Well, Lexi was apparently caught on a plane for 2 hours. She was on a 2-hour plane trip and couldn't break us down, couldn't get live, couldn't come and break down the tea. Honey, if you ask me, I got a feeling that Lexi is either no longer overall Mother Delcourt or very shortly will no longer be Mother Delcourt. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Shakirya, where house you in, girl? Shakirya, keep us posted. Where house you in? Did you go back to the house? Let us know. Osiris, where house is you in? Did you go back to the house? Let us know. Keep us posted, honey. I'm telling you, the people want to know. The people over here want to know. But we got to keep it going, honey. We got to keep it going, honey. I got this on my desk. Yes, regarding your favorite femme queen. Yes, the one and only, honey. Yes. Sinia, you don't have to say a motherfucking. Say a motherfucking. Say a DJ Pump the Beat. What does Sinia have to say about the femme queen tops?
Sit around, you got this long weave, you got these titties, and then you talking about how you a top and you celebrating that like that's not supposed to be confusing and weird. I think it's crazy. And all you girls that do it, y'all need to get your life because it's a problem up here. You got a problem anytime you run around screaming you a top and you got implants, girl. Get your life.
No, Sinia, you get your life.
Something that you're sitting,
you get your entire life, Sinia. Sinia, you don't have to say a mother clean, ow. No, Sinia, you get your life, love. I hope you really do, girl. Never would I take advice from somebody who looked like a chipmunk. A 50-year-old chipmunk. I don't. No, Sinia, you can teach us femme queen performance. You can teach us soft and kind. You can teach us how to emote puss on the floor. It's a lot of things that Sinia can teach us. But baby, teaching us how to get to our best selves and how to be our better selves as a trans woman, I wouldn't take that advice from Sinia. No, no. The 50-year-old woman who has nothing to call her own. 50-year-old woman who has nothing to her name but Ballroom. No, No, thank you, Sanaya, honey. Sanaya, you one of them girls that wants to live in this delusional fantasy world. Sanaya, it don't matter how much you ignore that pain. It don't matter how much you neglect it. It don't matter how bottom you are. It don't matter how many times you get clipped, how many orchectomies. You are no less and no more trans than anyone else, baby. Baby. Yeah. Femme queen means trans. Sanaya, baby, you a tranny, honey. That ain't going to change whether you use that meat or not. And I'm also here to tell you another secret. People expect us to use it. Yes, people expect us to use it. The cis people expect us to use it. That's why they have that standard that, we got to get it clipped in order for them to respect us and things like that. You know what I mean? Sanaya, you could be giving the girls a lot of good advice, like telling the girls, not to get that window sill and shit pumped in them. You know what I mean? So many girls want to look like you. I don't know why, girl, honey. Because Sanaya, you talk about the things that look crazy, but Sanaya, your forehead looks crazy, girl. Yeah, it be giving alien and predator all at the same time. Yes, Sanaya, baby love, you could be on the no seal campaign. You know what I mean? You could be on the, you know, get a life outside of ballroom campaign. You could be teaching these young girls so many things, but instead you're just gonna be at your peak, being a girl who knows how to put on a lace front, a heel, and a dress. Ooh, so many skills, so skillful. That is so great and incredible for you, Sanaya. You figured out how to get enough surgery and silicone freeform pumped into your body that you got comfortable feeling like you look like a woman, even though the world doesn't see that. Cause you didn't want to tell the world about how you got clocked at Ciroc. That's why you didn't want Kelly to go public about, the boys at Ciroc, calling you trannies and stuff, calling you men and stuff, misgendering you, to be exact, is what Kelly said you said happened. But you didn't want her to go public because you want to live in this fantasy world where you think you're a woman and everybody else believes it too. Sanaya, girl, grow the fuck up at your big age, girl. Act your age and not your shoe size. I know your shoe size might be a 20, it might be a legal adult, but girl, that don't mean you have to act that age. Okay? And I always wondered, like, the girls will give Sanaya her life on the floor. The girls will talk about how much they live for Sanaya on the floor. I've never heard the girls talk about Sanaya in the community. I've never heard the girls even mention Sanaya in a ballroom context outside of the floor. And now I see why. Because Sanaya, you aren't able to do anything off of the floor productive for the trans community. Um, mm, I understand. I get it now. I get it now. I always felt, and see, this is why I tell people to trust their intuition. I always felt, that you were never a girl I looked up to, and I was always confused at why everybody else looked up to you. But I was always confused why everybody else wanted to look like chipmunks too. But I realize now that we're just girls that are not on the same wavelength. A lot of girls want to live in that deluded fantasy worlds where they're the reinvention of Dorothy Dandridge. When, girl, you're just another tranny and a pop and a lace front. Ooh, praise the Lord. Oh, uh, and that is my message to you, Sanaya. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up, girl. I believe that you are a huge reason on why Caesar and all of the men in ballroom have this crazy ideology of trans women. Because even if people thought it was crazy, and even if butch queens around you thought it was crazy for trans women to be tops or to be versatile or to not have bottom dysphoria, that is a narrative that you could have changed. But you at 50 plus years old decide to come on Beyonce's internet and act like a whole invalid. I'm not surprised. You know that they said that freeform silicone can cause psychological issues, when they start migrating to people's bloodstream and stuff, you know. But yes, pray for Sinia. Pray that she gets enlightenment and, learns how to be something other than a ballroom femme queen. Okay? And we love ballroom femme queens, but baby, the best girls, the girls that we love the most, are the girls that have learned how to do something off the floor. Because I don't know if y'all get into the streams, but I've been making it very clear in these last few streams that the biggest advice from the girls who are still here with us is to develop your own identity outside of ballroom when you're a trans woman. Develop some identity outside of ballroom when you're a trans woman, because if you don't, you're leaving the entirety of your identity in the hands of the spectators, in the hands of the ballroom spectators, in the hands of ballroom media like me. Baby, and me personally, I ain't gonna hold no cut cards with you. You say something the fuck stupid, I don't care. You see, even Sinia can get up. Baby. Y'all girls need to wake up and grow the fuck up though, for real. And speaking of waking up and growing up, honey, one of the children that apparently needs to wake up and grow up, or maybe she's too awake, maybe she needs to get some rest, honey, is Miss Cat Eyes Miss Rahi. Or Gorgeous Gucci. Gorgeous Gucci. They changed their name again. They Gorgeous Gucci. Miss Cat Eyes, Gorgeous Gucci. A lot of y'all might not be familiar with Cat Eyes, but don't worry, I'll catch y'all up on her. She had a lot to say about Kelly, and of course, Kelly shares with the audience on Petty Mondays. DJ Pump the Beat.
Well, can you send me 150 of that money?
She said you hiding two bodies, Kelly.
Yeah, you killed somebody too, girl. Okay, hold on.
Two people.
You hid the bodies, girl. Hid the bodies. I can't believe it, sister. You hid the bodies.
Sometimes you can't. Can I get one, Monica?
No.
Shut your ass up, Naima, bitch.
That wasn't Monica. That was Michael.
Oh, Michael, the daddy. Oh.
On the streets and trying to prostitute. I started paying $150 to Kelly's aunt. Kelly's aunt is who fucking robbed us, and why all of them got put out on the street. I was the one that was paying $150 for each of them to all live in a room. It was 7 of them that was minors that had no place to live. You dummy. You're a fucking fucked up person. Why don't you talk about you and the rest of them bitches who was eating ass from 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds, bitch? You got the wrong bitch. You dummy. I know too much of your motherfucking dirt, you hoe. You a washed up hoe at that. You got fucking nerve.
Y'all gotta mute yourself.
You got fucking nerve, bitch. My first dyke that I was dealing with, while I was upstairs, this bitch had him in a U-Haul after taking him to the Gap and buying him, writing checks at the fucking Gap, buying him mad clothes, and was fucking tongue kissing him downstairs. They fucking jumped me at the first latex ball I went to the night before. They basically got Deja to jump me because of the dyke I was dating. I beat fucking Deja's ass. May she rest in peace. Then they got Horace to jump me. Bitch, and I beat Horace's ass in front of the projects too. And when I knocked that big bitch down, it was in her house in Webster Projects, bitch. Because she tried to pull me off of Anthony, and I dropped his ass and maced her ass and dropped him through her glass table. That's the facts. The bitch has always been in competition with me. Because she crafted, the bitch didn't even know how to decorate a house. Bitch, her bright ass bedroom was fucking bright fucking yellow. She looked like a fucking well in a fucking, what do you call that, fish tank. She was 389 fucking pounds. The bitch was snoring like a horse. My room, they tried to play me. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, and these bitches only was getting their check from HASA. Do you understand? So they little $300 measly ass check that they was paying for the back rooms, they basically, actually they was only paying $250. They gave me the living room in the front, okay? And they gave me the living room because they thought I didn't have a door. You understand? I called up Ben. Ben sent me 2 French doors and a guy to put them in. Facts. Okay, I had white doves flying around my house. At that time, around my bedroom. The scar that Kelly's have above her eye was because my doves flew out the bedroom when the lady, give me 1 second, the lady that says twirl, twirl, she showed up to get her hair done because she used to come to the projects from Housewives of Atlanta. That the bitch, y'all know who I'm talking about. Twirl, twirl. Come in.
Okay. You okay?
Yes, I'm great. Kenya used to come to our house to get her hair done. Jennifer Mizrahi used to do Kenya's hair. You understand? Yes, Kenya Moore. So that's how we know Kenya. So one of the nights that Kenya came, or she finished getting her hair done, I let the doves out by accident. They flew in Kelly's room. Kelly had this bad, fab ass headboard. It was like made out of metal, but it was like rose petals. The dove flew towards Kelly's bed while she was on the phone with Andre. She caught herself trying to dive the dove, but the dove was only trying to land on the leaves that he thought it was a tree. And she went to dive and the fucking leaf stabbed her in her eye and she had to get stitches. Okay? Kelly is a fucking liar. A bold-faced liar. Do you know how many people's status she has released? Do you know how many people that girl has turned? Do you know how many people and relationships and family? Do you know how many women, trans women who are, and especially a certain sex change, that Kelly set up with somebody who she already knew had HIV and he infected them? Kelly set so many people up to get infected. Y'all don't know the real motherfucking Kelly. What y'all see about Kelly now is all fake. You better know that bitch. That bitch is the devil. I never wanted to be like her. All her kids used to come to the house and hang out with me. Once I moved, nobody wanted to be around that bitch. All she's about is crafting, sleeping, and fucking people, man. She would smile up in your face, have a room down the block, and be sucking your nigga dick. And acting like she's trying to help you or fix your relationship. Bitch, her cooking? Bitch, I wouldn't trust that bitch at all to cook me a motherfucking meal. I don't eat at Kelly's house at all. You want me to tell you why? Because she hang with bitches who would take blood and put it in your motherfucking food. That was one of the first things I ever knew about any of them. And that scared me about their asses. Now you know the truth about Kelly Mizrahi. It ain't no Just Kelly. It was Just Kitty. JUSSSKITTY. She copied Just Kelly from Just Kitty. She didn't have Blog Talk Radio. If you go do your research, T.S. Foxy Fun came out with Blog Talk Radio. When she found out I had a radio show, that's how she started her radio show. When she came back to this app, y'all, when I was on this app, she came back after I was already making a coin. She wasn't making a fat bag like that. They was trading dragons, bitch, and working people credit cards, gifting their self. That's how they got their numbers. Facts. Now, tell her to tell that. At 16, she robbed across the street from Drew Hamilton Projects. She robbed the Chinese restaurant at gunpoint for a couple of dollars. I think it was like $200. And 4 chicken wings and french fries or fried rice. Bitch, she went to jail. She been to jail multiple times. It's multiple times we put money on her books. All of the 289 girls, all of them have died from HIV or AIDS. One night, the main person who infected all of them, P.I., who was a blood, he died first, then Sky, no, I'm lying, Fatima, and then Sky. They all died. By Thursday, Friday, Saturday, everybody was dead. And everybody else, all our rest of our friends, all had died. Kelly was one of the people who used to go test with me when I was still filming porn. Kelly went with me to go get tested on Park Avenue at Park Avenue Labs. Kelly gagged when everybody else who tested and her other gay daughters, nobody got a motherfucking flight ticket but me. Because the producer said you will know if you were booked because you will have a ticket and an itinerary in your email. I was crying in 2007. You understand? When I first got tested, because I didn't know how come I didn't have a ticket. And guess what ended up? Yes? Who is it? Who? From?
Answer the girl.
At that time, I was scared because I thought they would have sent my ticket to tsfoxyfun at AOL.com. They didn't. They sent my ticket to my real name, Rajanoff, at AOL.com. So Kelly told me to calm down. I got it, I got it, Miss P. Thank you so much, and I love you, sweetie. At that time, I started crying. Kelly said, go check your fucking real email. When I got my itinerary and I seen my motherfucking, my ticket, I started crying. I was pissed because a couple of my sisters who I thought was going wasn't going anymore, if that made sense. Okay. Long story short, I was flown out, and that's when I found out Leslie had cancer. And I flew back to New York because I was only dating that girl for 6 months. Now, the girl that I was dating, Leslie, I knew her as Chance. I never knew that she was sick as well. And she used to deal with Kelly. Do you understand me? So I started dating this girl, and I was keeping her away from Kelly because my ex, Ness, the one that the girl Bella was talking about, when she was living with me and Kelly, and one day I left her in the house, she approached Ness in the room talking about can she eat Ness pussy because eating ain't cheating. Do you understand me? Kelly has fucked more than one of my dates. So when I tell you I was a loyal bitch to that bitch, I was. That bitch is not nothing. She will never be nothing. Only to these ballroom queens, and they, most of them, ain't nothing. These bitches sit and wait around for the next ball to pop off so that they could go feel good about themselves. And so that they can feel they have the right to read someone. Not one of her dykes or people that was ever with Kelly can actually say they really love her. They don't. Most of them get with her to get money or for her to bring them up in the ballroom or for her name. And when they get what they want or what they need, they leave that big, fat, nasty bitch alone.
Oh, that's the one.
That's a fact. I never lied about anything on this app. I have no reason to. I had my bag before I came on this app, and when I came to this app, I had 10 sugar daddies. And guess what? Y'all eliminated 1. I still got 9. And guess what? When I came here, I had 10 who I don't fuck, and I don't do anything sexual with.
You don't have to play nothing. You don't have to play the next one. You don't have to play the next one.
All right, let me fast forward it a little bit, honey. Let me fast forward it. Yes, I'm trying to get y'all to get all the good parts to get into all of the tea that was being spilled, you know. We want to get into all of the tea, honey. Yes, yeah. Baby, it's quite a bit to get through. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. And don't worry. We got Kelly. We not gonna leave Kelly underneath the bus. All right, I think I got it.
You could believe these fake ass liars on here, but like I said, I have nothing to lie about at all. Bella, I appreciate you more than life. I hope they take everything back that you got from out of this situation for having a big ass dumb mouth for nothing. Cause you just helped me clear my motherfucking name all the way with your lies, bitch. Cause you didn't know that Staness and everybody else was still standing by my side. Not even Kelly. None of them know that Staness was here that has been helping me. That's the person that I was moving and fucking in the Bronx and everything else. God works in mysterious ways, y'all. And let me tell you something. We are all built with something called an intuition. Don't ever let your intuition or your mind guide your intuition a place is not. When you feel something, go with what's in your heart. You understand me? I don't give a fuck where she go. I don't give a fuck who's mad at me for telling. Anybody from Ballroom that criticized me, I'll bring their ass down too. They better let that bitch go where she gonna go. Most gorillas and apes, they belong in cages. This bitch, they had her running around New York and the rest of the United States for years. I'm gonna get you taken down from motherfucking any platform that you have ever been on. You have done that to multiple people in this world. And I'm gonna shut that shit down. If you ever send the cops or play with my house, bitch, I'm going to get you together. That's a fact. I'm going to get you together. I am a genuine person from my heart. Thank you so much, Miss P. Kelly wanted to be around us because she thought she would get a fab dyke. She wanted the dyke named X, who Passion was saying that she came back to Boston with the second time. You understand me? So y'all hear the fire department coming into my house. Most of the time, that's people like Kelly and them, because they know where I live at, sending these people here. So I want y'all to stay live so we can see what happens when they knock on my door, so you can see how buffoonery they are. Right now, they're going to try everything. And I'm asking you now, if you have ever witnessed me with my kids, ever on this app, and you've seen how I am with my kids, to please sign that,
Petition.
What is it called? Petition. Is nothing you're doing for me, but you're doing the right thing by them two kids right behind me. Behind, however you want to say it, in that picture. I have always been a dedicated, loving occasions. She have walked in people's rooms, watching them have sex, recorded them without their permission, exposed motherfucking people, even Milan. Do you understand? She gets their pictures and exposes them. That's why people like Milan don't like her. She's a fucked up individual. A very fucked up person. You know what it took for her to change? For motherfuckers to start seeing her for who she was and not wanting to be around her ass. She is nothing but a piece of shit. And you will always be a piece of shit. I'm glad I got to see you at 44 while you're 45 and I'm 44, to see you be the piece of shit that you are. I'm glad that none of these motherfucking dykes with you have never, ever given you a fucking child. No bitch wouldn't want to have a motherfucking child with you. Your dick is only about 3 inches big.
Which one is it? Do I got a child?
You can barely see your dick. Your ass stinks. You weighed down my BMW 325, you and Jennifer. I had to sit one of you bitches in the back and one of you bitches in the front because the car was dragging with both of you in the back. And that's a fact. You have nerve. People didn't even want you to sleep in their bed because you put dents in bitches' bed. But not only that, because of the smell of your body. You can ask Andre, you can ask Miss Pussy, you can ask anybody who knows you. You can ask your ex-dates and everything else. You are disgusting. You only clean yourself for Ballroom. Any other time you have dirty nails, dirty toes, broken motherfucking fingertips. You only get cute when you on camera. And even with the motherfucking facial feminization, you still look like a fucking man. You have a fucking, not an 8 o'clock, not a 9 o'clock. You have a 24-hour shadow. Means it never leave. Even after aftershave, magic shave, a razor, even if you had electrolysis, bitch, it will still be there. I don't have to get hyped and hype a whole motherfucking bunch of people up, because my truth will read in itself. You can never compare yourself to me, ever. I paid more rent than you spent, bitch, even crafting on your fake ass fucked up.
Pussy's watching from a page. Pussy's watching from a page. Keep going, Naima. Pussy's watching from a page.
surge, which you didn't even pay for that. Your badass health problems got so cause other fucking side effects like kidney failure, liver disease, eyesight loss, different things. So that's why Medicaid covers your glasses, electrolysis, and everything else. You faggots think that y'all gonna get away and keep affecting the rest of the world or these new upcoming queens? Well, I'm here to tell the new upcoming generation 21 and under, don't let these bitter bitches ruin your life. They like to go around and pose as photographers. And then what they do is take pictures of you nude. And then they tell you to lose the underwears. And then they give you a couple of dollars after they molest you or have your pictures and they sell it to cross their Mac computers. She's a messy ass motherfucking queen. And when the cops come for your computers, bitch, they will see that you have tons, not thousands, thousands, more than 5,000 pictures of different men, young boys, and everything else in your computers. You are disgusting for anybody who calls their self a woman. You don't sit with the big girls like Portia sitting. Their faces be beat. I mean beat. And under the beat, they still got motherfucking face. We all know you don't got face. You never had face. Let me be the first honest judge to tell you that, mother. You have never, ever been real. You have never had face. People are only scared of you, bitch. Nobody really likes you, bitch. The only bitches that like you is the bitches you groom. You understand me? The bitches you tell them how to drug a client or turn a client. You are nothing. You will never be nothing. Everybody knows you're nothing. Jack pays you no mind. Sinia pays you no mind. Andre definitely pays you no mind. Matter of fact, your mother don't even pay you any mind. You are a loser. You will be a loser for the rest of your life. You lost something good in your life. I was the anointing that kept you even going, bitch. And when you remove the anointing that God put in your life, you become nothing.
Who's this?
Do you understand me? You will vanish, bitch. Like your soul has been left your body. You are nothing but a miserable ass bitch. You bully people because you're big. You bully people because you could squeeze somebody with your big ass. You bully people because of your weight. You bully people because you've been bullied. You're miserable. You don't know what it is to love. You don't know what it is to be loved. You haven't felt it in a long time, and you will never have the opportunity to know what it is to be loved. I tell you one thing about me. I have never been perfect, and I never, ever claimed.
Nah, but don't play the next one yet. Goody.
I got a question.
Wait, Nikki Steen don't play with her mother, but there's no shit. Kelly patronize your mother.
Woo, honey, yes, honey. The tea is piping. The tea is piping, honey. It's a lot to soak up. It's a lot to take in, honey. Miss Cat Eyes got a story to tell, honey, and she wants y'all to hear it, baby.
Motherfucker, I got rules and regulations when it comes to my house. Bitch.
Talia Kelly being nice to your ass, bitch. When I go
about HIV and not to trust people, not even your friends. Trust yourself with your status. Trust yourself about knowing what you're doing sexually. Trust yourself when it comes to somebody making your drink. Trust yourself. Trust yourself when it comes to you going to decide on how you're going to do your body or if you're going to be a trans woman should you get pumped. That lady in that box,
go to the next video. I don't even want to hear this.
she's a
I don't even want to
prime own it until you pay it off. Do you understand that? I own my Tesla from the day I bought it. You understand me? There's no payments on my car.
Bought her Tesla.
At all. At all. Do you understand me? Stop letting these bitches on these apps fool you. They don't give a fuck about y'all. They don't motherfucking give a fuck about lying to y'all. None of that, y'all. At all. You want to see receipts? When a bitch tell you they own their car, tell them to show you the deed, mean the title. When a bitch tell you they have a house, tell them to show you the deed.
Hold on.
As long
The next one.
as you was hooked to your what?
Her number was hooked to my iCloud for some reason. And when I texted her, I said, who is this? And she said, it's Kelly. I don't know why it's connected. But
So it's been Kelly that's been hacking our fucking phones. Look at that shit. Now y'all see how everything
Pause
is
that,
coming out?
Naima. Pause that.
Woo!
Pause that. Because y'all remember in one video, she said she found out because JJ called my phone. What did JJ just say in that motherfucking video? What did
Honey Cat has brought the child into yes. Honey Cat then brought the children into it, baby, honey. Yes, honey. Yeah. Child. Some of y'all are probably picking up on the set. Some of y'all are probably picking up on what I'm about to say next. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody who thought the tea was so juicy. I'm sorry to disappoint everybody who was just on Cat Eye's side, honey, and just knew that Kelly was a hot mess and blase blah and all of the things. Baby, this was a mental health episode. This was Cat experiencing a mental health episode. The mental health episode was triggered by a text message that her son JJ had received. I'm going to let y'all get into some footage of Kelly and Kat when they were on better terms. What happened to that? Let's pull that back up. All right, here we go.
Let's go. $5,000 grand prize winner ever for Club Big Carter and the proud sponsor of many other categories tonight. We call her Money Bag Cat. Money Bag Legend, Money Bag Cat, meow. Give it up for Cat Eyes. Our beautiful children are here with us as well tonight.
Hold on, Brother B, let me tell you something, okay? And I gotta say one more thing, bitch, okay? This is $2,500. It may be more, you remember that? Cat is my first gay child for over 20 years. Cat has done everything that she wants to do in Ballroom. Cat is a phenomenal parent. She had one son, she had 2 daughters, but now Cat has 2 sons and 1 daughter, my motherfucking grandson, JJ Gorgeous Gucci, the next era of trans man motherfucking realness, honey, okay? This is Cat's son, JJ. She started out with 2 daughters, now she has 2 sons and a daughter. This is JJ, Cat's son, the next era of trans man realness. Let's get it. Gorgeous Gucci.
Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, honey. Unfortunately, a lot of that tea that Kat was spewing was not true. And Kelly was able to debunk it throughout her live. Honestly, knowing that she would play that footage from Kat, I knew that Kelly was willing to come with receipts. Kelly is mother receipt. Honey, baby, Kelly is mother receipt. If you gonna have something crazy to say about Kelly, you better have some receipts, because she gonna have some receipts to debunk it. Now, baby, honey. Yes, honey. Kat was apparently having a mental break. You know, as I told y'all before, it was triggered by JJ receiving a text message, one of those scam text messages that send you to a link and then the link allows people to hack your phone. Apparently that had happened. And with Kelly's history of scamming and boosting and all of the things illegal, for whatever reason, Kat thought of Kelly. And that spiraled into a whole thing, baby. And that ain't all. That ain't all. Your girl Talia Cassadine got dragged into it as well. Yes, because Talia assisted Kat in creating her Bigo accounts. And that's where Kat, of course, aired all of the dirty laundry and went on that whole spew about Kelly. A whole nonsense, untrue spew about Kelly. There might have been some truth somewhere in there about certain things, but overall, the clickbait of it all, it was not true. And everybody was looking at Talia like she's crazy. Because, like, Talia, why did you help Kat build this page just to slur Kelly? Well, Talia broke down that, honey, apparently Kat claimed that she wanted to build a page so that she could expose a lawyer named Ben. We may have more to say about Ben later, but throughout Kelly's live, they were also able to put the pieces together. But yes, Talia was likely telling the truth. It seems plausible. All of the dots were crossed, you know what I mean? All of the T's was crossed, all of the dots was I'd, and all the I's was dot. You know what I'm saying? It made sense, right? So, all's well that ends well. But pray for Kat. Pray for Kat's kids, honey. And if you recognize Talia, yes, she was on K. Michelle Fix My Seal. Yeah, shout out to Talia. Sinia, remember I was talking to you earlier, Sinia? Talia would be a great example for you, Sinia, when it comes to them silicone injections. But yes, honey, apparently all's well that ends well, honey. Pray for Kat. Baby, pray for Talia, because Kelly bitched the hell out of Talia publicly. But that's a whole nother conversation. Baby, I'm about to get out of here. I just had a little tea for y'all. I will keep y'all posted on what happens with the ballroom entities that have been reporting my videos. I will keep y'all posted on that. Hopefully, it can all be resolved behind the scenes. And y'all already know the routine. Thank you for supporting your girl. I genuinely appreciate it.